Hello everybody, Brad here today and welcome back to the farm. So we're back here on the 6 Ashes Matwera small scale farming series. So guys, as you can see, look, it's actually been a few days now since we planted our potatoes in this field, and as you can see they've germinated, so it looks so cool. I'm so happy that they've finally germinated. So I've got a few things to show you first of all, and then we're actually going to go and buy something. Well, I say something, but it's not an object. So let me show you the new things on the farm. So if we walk down here, look, besides the house, look what we've got. We've got a chicken coop. I'm really excited for this. So that's going to be our first job of today, is to go and actually pick up some chickens. Now, I've not put a fence around it. We'll see how that goes. We might get some escapee chickens, but hopefully it'll all be okay. So I actually have to pay for this chicken coop. Obviously, it's actually £200. So let me sort out that bank transfer right now. So that is the £200 gone for the chicken coop. We've got £524 left. Now, obviously the last episode, it ended on 764, I believe. That's because I did pay Peter down the farm for this lovely manure. Obviously we put some of it in this greenhouse just here for the onions, and then he's actually given me this as well, just free of charge. So that's really good. Right, so without further ado, let's jump into the old Land Rover Defender, and we need to go and get some chickens, guys. So let's jump in. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to use the Ferguson trailer. So let's start it up, and we're just going to back up to the top of this field here, and we'll connect on the Ferguson trailer. So if I back up to about here, let's jump out, and we'll just need to go and move the Ferguson away from the trailer. Is it hooked up? It's not. Now, obviously this trailer is built for a tractor, so I'm not sure if all of the wirings and stuff are actually going to connect to the Land Rover. We'll just have to have a look and see how it goes. Let's be careful not to drive all over my lovely potatoes. Okay, so I'm all hooked up to the trailer, so let's get going. I think I know the way. The trailer is on the back. Now we need to go and pick up the chickens. I might ask to see if they can actually bring the chickens to us for like a fee maybe or something. But what we are going to need, which is why I'm definitely bringing the trailer, is we are going to need some kind of food for these chickens. Right, let's go and speak to the lady in here. So what I've actually thought about is, I think what we're going to do is the coop can hold about around 6 chickens roughly. So what I thought we could do is get roughly about 5 chickens. Let's order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 rooster. I think is a good idea. Okay guys, so that has cost us £51. Now the lovely lady has actually said that she's prepared to give us one of these bags of chicken food for free, because we've bought a few chickens here today. See, look, I knew bringing a trailer was a good idea, didn't I? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of those chicken feed pallets onto the back of the Land Rover in the trailer. She's offered to help me, which is very kind of her, and then we'll set off back home. Here they are, look, our lovely chickens, look how cute they are. Hello chickens, and the 1 rooster. So let's go ahead and we'll see if we can get this. I mean, it's definitely not light, but it's not too bad. So let's give some chickens some feed. Let's see if we need to put it in here. Have all the grain you want. There you go. Oh, it's actually taken all of it. Wow, these are hungry chickens. There we go. So the chickens are very happy. That's all they need. They're very simple. They just need a little bit of grain to stay happy. Bless them. But there we go. So that is the chickens done. Hopefully they will stop producing eggs very soon. I mean, obviously we can sell the eggs. There's actually a farm shop nearby. So, and you know, I'm sure that they'll always be willing to take some eggs for us. Now, we have got lots to do today. And there are a few things which I was kind of thinking about doing. So I was actually checking on the greenhouses last night, well the greenhouse because we've only got one operational, this one here for onions. I actually saw that we've got 100% capacity here of our onions. So let's just go and sell them. I mean, we're at £472. We're in dire need of money, so let's go and sell them. But first, I wanted to show you what I wanted to kind of work on saving up for. There's this in here now. It's pretty overgrown in here, look, and I'm just going to jump over the gate. I'm sure they won't mind. Now, this land here is actually up for sale. As you can see, it's pretty dilapidated. It's not in the best condition, but it's quite a lot of land. Look, like there's some buildings here which you could probably try and repair. There's a big shed here, look, and like an old tractor. I don't know what that looks like, an old manure spreader or something. So there's quite a lot of land that is up for sale, and it's not very expensive because it is in such kind of bad condition. At least the sheds are. But like if we get a chainsaw through here, guys, a chainsaw and a mower, and we'd soon, like, you know, create this into a really nice farmyard. Now, I know the guy, yeah, look, he's been planting poplars, look, for a hedge. I thought he was doing something in here. Now, this yard comes with, I know it definitely comes with this field here. And that field goes up there to that little tree. I'm not sure, I better not step on his hedge. I'm not sure if it comes with this field. And these are going to be quite large fields with our current machinery to work with. So, you know, we might need to think about expanding our machinery first, having larger machinery, and then thinking about maybe buying this. But it's just a thought. I should probably get off the land before I get arrested for trespassing or something. But I just wanted to show you that. They don't use this gate to get through. I think there's a gate behind that silo. I think there's a road there and there's a gate over there, I believe. So this gate is kind of just not used at all, really. So, but I just thought I'd show you that because I would like to buy that at some point. But I love our little plot of land here that we've got at the moment anyway. So what we're going to do is, now that we've got the Land Rover and the trailer's actually already on the back, we might as well just, there's not really many bags of onions. I'll lift those bags of onions onto the trailer, and then we'll see you know, who's going to give us the best price for those onions. But that should give us a really nice bit of money to kind of, you know, start with here today in this episode. So let's drive the Defender over there, and we'll get the bags of onions all loaded up into the trailer. So I've just been doing a bit of research, and it looks like Sprouts Farm Shop is the best place, well, the place which is going to give us the best price for these onions. So I'm just going to get up my phone on the sat nav, and then we can make our way over there to Sprouts Farm Market, or Farm Shop I believe it's called. And yeah, we'll go and see if they will take our onions off our hands for a good price. Wow, so I've literally just unloaded the onions. They gave me £1,803. How amazing is that? That is unbelievable. Right, so without further ado, I'm going to go back to the farm a very, very happy man. Right, so basically I'm now back at the farm, guys, obviously, as you can see. Now, I've heard through the grapevine that the dealership has a couple of old tools and implements that they'd actually quite like to sell. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump into the Land Rover. For the car who haven't stopped, I've been like a yo-yo this morning, guys, in this Land Rover out and about around the countryside. So let's jump into the Land Rover. We'll go up to the shop and we'll just have a little bit of a word with them. But they've said they've got a few interesting pieces of machinery that they want to sell. Right, here we are at the dealership. I'm not sure what they want to sell, but I have been looking online a lot for a loading wagon. And what have they got right here? A loading wagon. But we would also need a mower, because I'd quite like to cut the grass before we plough that bit of field near our greenhouses. So let's go and ask about the loading wagon, and I'll also ask about the mower as well. Wow, that was interesting. So basically what they said is they've got this loading wagon here. It's fairly old, but it's been refurbished. That's why it looks so lovely. And they also said they've got a mower near the parking lot. Well, surely this is the parking lot, isn't it? I mean, I definitely can't afford anything like that. I mean, that's a massive mower, but I definitely can't afford that. Oh, that. Oh. Wow, okay. So basically they said that they could do that loading wagon and this mower for £700, which I don't think is that bad. I mean, it looks old, but they said, you know, it definitely works. So, I mean, yeah, I can't see why we wouldn't, right? Okay, interesting. So what I said is that if I am interested, I said that, you know, I'll just need to go and grab a couple of tractors and then come back up here to obviously attach them to. But yeah, I mean, that looks good to me. I can't see anything wrong with that at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back home in a Land Rover. I'll come back up with the Ferguson, take something back, and then come back up with the Ursus. So do a couple of trips. And then, yeah, I'll transfer over the £700. But that's going to be a really good investment for us, because it means that then we can then obviously do some grass work. And I'm tempted to have a little word with Peter, because Peter, who owns the pig farm, he's actually got a silage pit that he just uses for storage. So I'm tempted to ask him very nicely. He's been very kind. So I'm tempted to ask him if he would be so kind to let us use that silage pit, because silage would give us, you know, some money that we could really then use to expand our farm. So I'm just going to drive home now, and then I will be back shortly with some tractors to get these machines. I was driving up here, guys, on the Ursus to get this SIP or SIP, however you pronounce it, loading wagon, and it suddenly dawned on me, I haven't got a rake, and I am not going to be spending all day picking up grass without a rake. You know, we'll be there all day, especially with this tractor. So I went inside and they said basically they have this New Holland here, so they've already had this here, and they actually had a windrower, I don't know, in another warehouse or something. But they said that I could rent this for £200 for half a day. Now it's currently 9:37 in the morning. They said if we get it back here by 1 o'clock, they're more than happy to charge £200. I think it's going to be worth it. I don't think it's going to be worth doing that field with just the loading wagon. We're going to need it raked up, I think, just to save us a bit of time. So I'm going to go inside, I'll give them the 200 quid, and then I'll take the Ursus home and I'll come back and I'll pick up the New Holland, which is going to be interesting. I've never driven such a new tractor. It's a T5, a New Holland T5. So then I'll come back and I'll pick that up with the windrower. So right, let's go and give them some money. I feel like I'm giving these people like my whole bank account today, honestly. Right, let's give them that. There we go. So right, I will start the convoy back home. So that's that all sorted. So let's go and we'll swap tractors. I'm very happy to say we're going to swap tractors into a brand New Holland T5. So I'm very excited to see a brand new tractor. I don't think it's very old at Oh, let's leave this down here because we are obviously going to need to connect this up to that loading wagon after we've raked that field. So let's jump into the New Holland. Look at this, look how shiny it is. Wow, is all I can say. I mean, obviously I've seen it before because I drove it back from the shop, but it is just like the difference between this and the Ferguson is, it's crazy. It's so like GPS, it's so different. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this all set up to get the field raked, and then we'll go for it. As you can see guys, it's only 25 past 10 in the morning, so we've still got a few hours to use this New Holland. So I'm going to be very cheeky. I'm actually going to use it to also power the loading wagon to actually collect all of this grass. So let's get back in again. I've just connected it up to the loading wagon. Let's get those beacons on just in case. We'll get the loading wagon lowered and unfolded and powered on. And then we'll collect all of this grass up. So it appears that I'm a bit of an idiot, guys. I came all the way over here to Peter's farm because I thought this was a silage pit, and then he ran out of his house saying, no, not there, not there, that's not a silage pit. Apparently he's got another farm, a cow farm, with a silage pit. So he's given me some directions. He said no one's up there, it's a pretty quiet farm. He's just got some cows and stuff up there. So he's just given me some directions, so I guess I'll head there now. Okay, so this looks like we have hit the money here. So it does seem like a very quiet farm. He did say it's very quiet up here. He's only got like the yards and the sheds and one field for the cows. Looks like he's just got the necessary equipment here for the cows. Oh yeah, there they are. Look. Happy as Larry looking at their little field. Right, so you said that's the silage pit. So let's spin round. And let's see if we can get this going where we want it to. Okay guys, so that's all of the grass compacted here in this silo. Let's blanket it up and hopefully it will be converted into silage ASAP. So let's go back in the New Holland. We'll hook it back up to that loading wagon and then we'll start the journey home. We'll drop off the loading wagon at home and then I will go and give the New Holland back to the dealership. That's all we have time for today guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe down below if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it and feel free to leave a comment. I'll see you very shortly in the next video. Guys, take care of yourselves and I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel down below if you haven't done so already. And please feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Have a great day. See you later.